So we did a cold plunge. I thought this would be kind of interesting. So a cold plunge, let's start it from the beginning. So our friend just got a sauna put into his house, and he was like, hey guys, come over. We're going to do sauna, and then we're going to go in the pool. It's 50 degrees. And I was like, that sounds terrible. This is 2 weeks ago. So
well, let's start with the sauna. So we get to his house, and we've been to his house before. We actually watched his house being built on the Intercoastal. We actually posted his house being built on the Intercoastal on our channel. If you go back to some of our boating videos, every time we drive by the house, we'd usually film his house and be like, oh, it's our friend's house being built. It's this massive house on the Intercoastal.
It's beautiful.
And he goes, come over. I put a sauna in my basement. So we get there, and he goes, open the door. So we open this door, and it's like this like teak floor hallway where there's like towels and hats, because you wear hats in the sauna, which I didn't know. Hats hanging up. And it was all like, it looked like cedar wood ceiling and walls. And then there's the sauna, which has all these crazy LED lights in it, like stereo system.
Very professional.
Yeah, there was like go-go dancers in there, I think, dancing.
Well, the lights definitely changed, that's for sure.
It held like 20 people. I was like, this is way different than I was expecting.
There were 12,
I thought it was going to be a little.
12 of us in there.
I thought it was a little box, and there's going to be like 2 of us at a time in this sauna. But he walked in with like a tray of tequila shots.
Yeah.
But the sauna was one of those wet saunas where you like dump the water on the coals.
He was using eucalyptus oil at some points, and sometimes he was using beer, which, fun fact, if you dump beer on the coal, it smells like bread.
Yeah, like fresh bread. It smelled like we were in a bakery.
Yeah, it was insane.
But that room got up to like 180 degrees, I think. It was extremely hot. Like we did 15 minutes, and I was pouring sweat. So disgusting. We were sweating the most. We looked at other people in there that weren't sweating that much. We were sweating like pigs heading to slaughter.
It was crazy. I was dripping, and I was apologizing for the person. I was sitting on like the top shelf, top whatever stand, and the person sitting under me, I was like, I'm so sorry, I'm dripping on you. Like, I don't know what else to do. But the hat thing Chris mentioned, I didn't know this was a thing, because I've gone to saunas tons of times before, but we had to wear these hats, and they actually keep your head from overheating. So your body can withstand the heat apparently longer than your head can. I guess your head overheats first. So these hats are supposed to keep you from overheating. And we were able to stay in there for the full 15.
I don't know if they worked. I was overheating profusely. People were concerned. They were like, Chris, you can step out.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not a quitter. I'm not leaving. That's because I couldn't stand up and walk out. So we did 15 minutes in the sauna.
And then the goal was we were supposed to do this for 3 rounds, 15 minutes in the sauna, and then 3 minutes in the pool.
Yeah.
And the first round in the pool was painful.
Yeah, we all just ran through the house, ran right down in the pool, and submerged. And literally, like, you felt all the air come out of your body as you submerged. Like, as the water went up your chest to your shoulders, all the air just left you, and your lungs were empty.
The first one was fine. The second one...
Well, not fine. The first 2 minutes were really bad. Like, you're shivering, trying to breathe. And then after 2 minutes, you all of a sudden get calm.
It clicked, yeah.
And then you can breathe. And all of a sudden, I was like, oh, I'm not, like, panting. And then you're not shivering, and you're just in there, and it's this like euphoric feeling.
But everybody at 3 minutes was like, I'm out, bye. So everybody got out, and we went back in the sauna, and we did another 15 minutes.
Well, we went back. We went from the hot.
We hit so they have a hot tub. So we went
into the hot tub.
So we kind of like leveled out in the hot tub, and we probably spent a good like 10, 20 minutes in there, all of us, just kind of leveling out. And then we went back into the sauna and did another 15 minutes.
That was the hardest part. That second 15
one,
minutes.
It was the first one felt like nothing. The second one was dreadful. And then we went back into the cold pool, and I remember getting in there and thinking, this is not so bad. I think you had a different experience though. The second time.
The second one I struggled big time. Then which part? The hot tub or the water?
No, the pool. So I had my Apple Watch on, and I had it like set so it wouldn't.
I did 3 minutes. You went 4 minutes.
I went 5 minutes. Our goal, me and my girlfriend, who's also one of my clients, was like, let's stay for 4. We got this. And she's like, what's the count? I'm like, 10 seconds. She's like, want to do 5? I was like, okay, let's do 5. I'm not shying away. We got this. So as we're getting close to the 5 minute mark, where the two of us are holding ourselves and just shaking completely shaking from head to toe. And she's like, are we going longer? I'm like, no. She's like, okay, good. Me neither. And we got out, but we did 5 minutes. And then we get in the hot tub and our friend says, 11 minutes is the max that you should do in a week in any kind of a cold plunge. And anything more than 11 minutes, like you're not really getting any more benefits from. So I was like, oh, well, we did 5 and then we did 3, then we did 5. So it's 8. So we just have to do 3 more minutes and we've hit our max on this cold plunge. So that was really realistic.
Yeah.
So, I went for it, of course. And we went back into the sauna. We did the hot tub again. Then we go back to the sauna and everybody's like, let's just do 10 minutes. Everybody was tapping out.
Yeah. So I think we shortened the last one.
I didn't.
For the hot or for the sauna part of it.
Yeah, I didn't. I stayed.
I stayed too.
Me, Beth, Hugo. We stayed.
Didn't I stay? I left early.
Mm-hmm. You left when everybody else did. Like it was done and.
No, that's
Okay.
not true. I stayed for the full amount.
Okay.
Because then even Noelle said,
oh yeah, you're right.
You can leave. And I said, I'm not going to leave. And then she's like, all right, we're at 10 minutes. Anybody that wants to leave can leave.
Yeah.
Some people left. I didn't. And then, and I stayed till
You're
the
right.
end.
You did. He did. He went to leave, but he didn't actually leave.
What do you mean I went to leave? I didn't even leave my chair.
I think you did.
No.
I thought
I stayed up on the top row.
I stand corrected.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
And then
we stayed. We did the 15 minutes, and then we went back into the pool.
Yeah, and the pool is like one of these infinity pools overlooking the intercoastal, but he didn't have heat on. So the water was probably about 50 degrees. So it's not as cold as some people are sitting out there like breaking ice water apart to jump in with the ice cubes.
We were reasonable. It was our first time.
But we also went from 185, 190 degree room right into 50 degree weather. So that it was a huge temperature change. Whereas some people go from regular like 80 degree house outside into a 30 degree water or 35 degree water. So we weren't 35 degrees, but we were also already pre-cooked to 180 degrees before we got into that water. So it was just as terrible.
I mean, I don't care how you do it. Anytime somebody does a cold plunge, they shake and it hurts and it's painful and it never, I mean, yes, it feels good after you're done and you're like, oh, pat yourself on the back. I feel amazing. Yes, I get it. It feels amazing. But while you're doing it, if you tell me it feels good, I don't believe you because I've done it a million times for ice baths for strongman and it never feels good. I never want to do it. You do it for the health benefits.
Yeah. So it was a good time.
It was.
The next day I felt a lot better. I woke up the next day.
Back pain was gone, right?
Yeah.
Neck pain was gone.
So I think we're shooting to do it again next Sunday, right?
Yep. Yeah, we're going to do it again. And I would do it. I mean, I would if this.
Well, we can only do it for a couple more months, and then it's going to be summertime
Right,
here.
so we'll
and
do
the water's
it-
going to be 80 degrees, so we can't really do it.
We'll do it in the wintertime. It's fine. But I would definitely do it again. I felt amazing. This whole week I felt amazing. So I think there's definitely benefits to it. I mean, the inflammation thing is amazing.
Yeah. So that was a good weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll redo it again. I liked it.
I'm proud of you. You're like tackling a lot of things. You did the cold plunge. You did. I mean, sauna's not really tackling anything. It's hot, whatever. But the cold plunge you did,
Yeah.
and the fasting thing, like you are.
And he told me, he's like, we'll do the sauna, and then we're going to jump in my pool. And I was like, I'll do the sauna. I don't know if I'm going to jump in the pool.
Yeah,
We'll
he
see.
was not going to do it.
If it was just me in the house, I probably wouldn't do it. But like when you have a group of people and everybody's jumping in, you're like, all right, I'll
Six
jump
hot
in.
chicks are jumping in the pool in their bikinis. Chris is like, I'm going to.
I had to explain.
I was like, well.
it's the cold water. I promise. It's the cold water doing it.
It was funny. It was good, though. It was a good time. We'll do it again. Maybe we'll document it. That'd be good.
I don't know if we can take cameras in that sauna. It'll probably destroy it.
Also true. It's very hot.